welcome back. In this video, we're doing another Meta CTF challenge. This one is called Free Ciphers. Currently, it's worth 200 points, but since we are retiring this challenge after this video, it will drop down to less points, but you still will be able to try it on our cyber range if you're interested in doing so. I had a lot of fun doing this challenge specifically because it was interesting. This is like one of the only challenges where the description, you're just kind of presented with this image. There's no words accompanying it or anything like that. And yeah, so if you recognize a symbol or don't recognize a symbol, this is the Freemasons symbol, or I don't want to call it like a logo, like that doesn't seem right, but like a symbol of the Freemasons. I don't know how popular or widely known Freemasons are throughout the entire world. I would imagine they're more common in some areas than others. What you could do if you didn't recognize a symbol is maybe just do a reverse Google image search to find similar images like this, and eventually you would get to the Freemasons. Now, other than that, I'm like, okay, well, I have this image. Now what do I do with it, right? The title does kind of give you a hint because it does say free ciphers. So what I ended up Googling was Freemason ciphers, and a Wikipedia was a link that said Pigpen cipher was one of the hits. And in the actual page, it does say that the Pigpen cipher is alternatively referred to as the Masonic cipher, the Freemason cipher, and it's got a couple other names too, but obviously we're going to be interested in the Freemason cipher. And it does have this photo to kind of show you what exactly the key is like, right? So it uses these graphical symbols assigned to a key, similar to the above diagram, and each one of these, like A is going to have this I would say like a backwards L maybe, and you can kind of see down here like what that would actually look like from a translation point, and all of those letters are going to correlate with one of these symbols. Now I was like, okay, well, now I know that there is a specific cipher that I can use. And I do have this image, but it took me a while to kind of just figure out what I'm supposed to do with that. What I did end up doing was right-clicking this and then opening up in a new tab so that I could see the image a little bit larger. And if you can see it on the screen, I'm not entirely sure if you're going to be able to see it on the video because it's very faint. But between these lines on this ruler here, it's not a ruler, but you will see these images, right? These symbols. Here we kind of have this like C with a dot, and then we have an O, and then we have an L, and these are going to correlate to that key that we had seen on the Wikipedia page. Now, let me pull up, let's see here, the other website that I had found. We are going to try and translate this, right? So here we see we have the C with a dot. We're going to put that in there, and then we have the O and an L. And obviously these are not like these. I'm just trying my best to like kind of correlate to. And I'm sorry if you cannot see them. I don't know how to make them bigger or, more visible to you. We do have another O with a dot. And the further you kind of get into, translating, correlating, whatever, none of you're not going to really recognize any phrases or words that are going to mean anything to you. And then this is how I found the website that I'm currently using, because there are different keys that are well known. So the one that we are using right now to translate is this standard Pigpen Masonic key, but then we also have this grid X, and then we have grid, and we have an Assassin's Creed version. So if you're playing Assassin's Creed, maybe you are already kind of like familiar with this and know where we're going with this. Now, the next one that I tried was just the next one down on the list with this it was grid X, grid X. And I started over again with doing these same symbols here. So we already see one word that we recognize, right? We have secret. Now we're starting with this like O. And then we have this G of, oh wait, is that right? It's a dot. You gotta be careful because you will mess up if you are not paying attention to the dots. Okay, so now we have secret of the, and we're at the very bottom. We just typed in that, and then the O with a dot of the free. I think we're gonna, I think you see where we're going with this, right? So it's going to end up being secret of the Freemasons. Oh gosh, see, it's like so light that it is hard to tell. What is that? M, okay. A, then this is S, and then we have O, right? Where is it? Yeah, O, Mace. And then we have N and S. Okay, now we actually have a phrase, words that we recognize. So secret of the Freemasons. We are gonna type that in, but I cannot actually recall how you are supposed to type it in. If it needs any underscores or dashes, we'll just try it like this. Okay, cool. That was it. You don't need any underscores or spaces. It's just secret of the Freemasons. And yeah, that was a pretty interesting one. It did take me a while, mainly because I'm like, okay, well, I know this image is and I have the cipher, but I did not see the actual symbols itself unless you actually make the photo larger and can see them, because they are very hard to see. But that concludes this video, which was the Meta CTF Challenge free ciphers, and it was worth 200 points. I will see y'all in the next video, and yeah, bye!